Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to our Prussian playthrough in EU4 with me, your host, Luckymarine, who has his eyeballs screwed in properly this time. I can actually react to things that happen, instead of just allowing lots of things to die. Not on my watch, not anymore. Maybe. Maybe. Well, yeah, I know. Dropped the ball on that one, but anyway. I found that Bohemia no longer has the Ottomans as a friend. It always used to be Bohemia-Ottoman kind of friendship going on, but it doesn't seem to be the case. In fact, I can imagine Ottomans probably wanting Olymp out of Bohemia. Might be why they have 40 odd stack on the border. Anyway, let's evaluate our next move. I think Denmark. Liège, Liège, easy. But let's consolidate this area up here. Oh, we're already there. Good. Where else? Where next? Livonian Order. Who are you mates with? The tiny people and Portugal, who is also tiny. Livona, I think they're on their own at the moment. Yep, we should probably try and snaffle them at some point. 544, I will take that. Personal union on monarch death. Well, let's try not to die just yet. That would be unfortunate. Forest by dissection. Right, let's put these Polish down. Stupid Poles. Learn your place. Truce with Hamburg has expired. Ottoman declared war on Poland. 1603. Which means that there also should be at war with Austria. Come on. Yep. That's interesting. Pigeons and cat get amongst. So that puts you in 2 wars. You're already fighting. You're not quite. And you are now already fighting. This might bizarrely actually relieve a bit of the pressure on Bohemia, because it was Bohemia who came to the aid of Nuremberg. I think I will actually, yeah. If I allow Ottomans through my land, it also allows Sweden through my land to come down and help out. Okay. Anyway, we'll keep an eye on that. And we'll pounce where we can. Still don't have the good CBs, imperialism, nationalism, that kind of stuff. Not just yet. We're still having to nibble little bits and pieces off people. Anyway, Denmark. Claim on Nordland. Bring it back. So who wouldn't get involved with what now? Austria still would. I'd would Sweden. That'd be a fight straight back at Sweden's throat. No, it won't. Breaking truce. For about another 4 years, I believe. Yep. Yep, 1603. Alright. I think I'm allowed through Swedish lands because I gave Ottomans access. So by virtue, I'm now given Sweden access. Alright, this is nice for him to move away. So those rebels are now dead. Good. So Denmark, if we declare on you, brings in Lubeck and Liège. Liège there. Lubeck here. How have you not? Have you still not taken that? But you've been sat on there forever. Good evening, my lady. 513? No, not with a week. Nope. If we come in and wipe Lubeck out here, Stad, Lubeckian noble rebels. Alright, I thought it was separatists. I thought someone had pop out of there, but they wouldn't. Anyway, Denmark. And how much of this that we took was Danish cores that would stop coring? Is that a claim or a core? I think we have to wait for our cores to come in before we go to war. We've got quite a few of these that are classed as Danish, therefore they'll just stop. They'll stop coring as soon as we get at war with someone who has a core. Brace of reputation. Hold on. Is that all stability? And I will take that. Protecting Lubeck. Off you go. Why are we down to 48 men? Are we up to? Yep. Alright. After that war with Sweden, we are finally out of the hole in terms of men. Nice. Reduce overextension, conquest of Greater Poland will give us automatic claims on just that. I think we already have a claim on it. What would it give us? Trade efficiency. However, this would give us Diplo rep. And we're having to wait for it anyway. We need to wait for all of those to come in before we can actually declare. Which is not good. Let's get claims on Netherlands. They're right next to us. We can be fighting them and then revoking their cause at the same time. Alright. They're waiting for the actual tech, aren't we? Yep. Alright. We'll wait for the tech. And then from there we'll go into ideas. Conversion successful. Good. Carry on with conversions. Wow, that's a lot. Oh, there was some that... Right, Wisner. We can definitely do Wisner. It's pronounced a Visner, isn't it? A V. Same with VN node. Veen down here. Gain money. Gain prestige. Go for prestige. Alright, not long now. Who's this? Swedish separatists. Whereabouts? All over the place. Well, when those calls come in, they might drop off. Not really. Yeah, that's going to take a bit of time. Can we afford a stability? We cannot. That might make a difference actually. Or no, we don't have one. Alright. Well, we can't just sit around doing nothing whilst the world burns around us. What, Poland? Austria now won't. It's breaking the truce though. Who's this? Protestant settlers. Nice one. Yeah. Has to be Denmark. There's no one else. Alright. Forts up. Let's go. Wait, how can you get here? But we can't get there. What madness is that? What? Right. No. Anyone? How am I allowed through this way? But not. What is this? What is this? Nothing to do with fault zone or control. Anyone care to guess? Alright, transport ships. Let's transport you around 3 at a time. That's not going to piss me off at all. So how can you go one way, but you can't come the other? I know there's certain mechanics involving you're allowed to go back the way you came, kind of thing. And I suppose before we pieced out we had gone up there. But then if we allow the Ottomans passage, then it has always worked the other way as well. But apparently not. I don't know. Answers on a postcard. Well, not on a postcard because you don't know where I live, but I mean you could write it on a postcard. Global trade. Ooh, it did pop in us. Actually inside us. Nice one. 20 prestige. Good. Actually, shall we use that to pay for a bit of stability? Might bring these down. I mean, we're going to be racking up war exhaustion very soon. However, one more stability and they've all gone. Okay. What was that? The eruption of the hippopotamus? I don't know. Sorry out the corner of my eye. Something of the hippocampus. I don't know. It'll be an event of some sort. I doubt it's anything to do with the hippopotamus, but you never know. Right. You're out there. You're going to be patrolling around, eating Danish ships for breakfast. Declare. Take Nordirland. Confirm. Get on that. I should have actually waited till the first of the month, but the 5th is alright. I'll give you a tick. Getting on you. That looks fairly easy. You have a 9 on 1. That looks easy. 8 on 8. No, white. Should have checked for mothball faults. Oh, nice. A 656. We are getting really good airs. The last 2 or 3 airs that we've had have been really good. Even the electrices have been really good. Alright, let's pull. Let's leave 1 behind. The rest of you stack up on it. That's our ships intercepting Danish ships. Alright. Actually, you can stack on that, just in case we have a bad roll. I will use this 13 to carry on. Noble rebels, peasants, having issues there. As long as we don't see any separatists. And carry on. Good. Next. And let's make these calls where we can. Draft citizens, 1 manpower, or pay money for 2 manpower. I think we'll pay money for 2 manpower. Where are you going? I don't know. But let's walk around in 2s for the time being. Right, Tron lag. Oh. Right, U6. Cover off on that. Means we don't need you. We have won the Siege of Stad. Nice. Now, Liège, can we actually get to you? We cannot. There's no point in us being there then. Just sit here, take the loot, drive up the devastation, and transport ships. Yeah, transport ships go up. And hopefully we'll get 100% blockade on here. There we go. We can now transport 10 people around, which is a little bit better than the 3 that we can only do before. How many do I need? Just a 6. Well, you continue. Wow. Okay. Where have you gone? You've got access through... Go on then. Well, that's a good siege to take. Means we can get led back out. For all your monies. Yeah, people aren't gonna like that. They'll be alright with taking one. He'll be fine. No treaties, no. War reps, go on then. Force religion, I think we've already done that. Give it claims in us. That'll do. Right. That should be enough. Even with the troops off. We don't need that fort, I don't think. Do we? Got a fort in higher. It's only level 2. So let's swap out level 2 fort for the level 4 fort instead. Its area will be there. The fort in the Brunswick will overlap. Again with Wurzburg, it'll overlap. Yeah, okay. Happy with that. So troops off it. Still no unrest. Should have probably just stayed. Should have probably just kept it as it was instead of increasing autonomy. But it's kind of, it's muscle memory now. So, taking more score in our favour. We're not going to be able to get Liège out unless we ask for access through you. And I doubt you'll give it to me. You would. That's all we need. Now if we sit somebody in Cologne land, they can't revoke access behind us. And trap us in Liège. There you are, you little bastard. Alright, how many do I need? 9. We'll leave 10. The rest of you. How did they get out? And yet we couldn't get in. I don't know, but let's go give them the good news. There we go, done. Yeah, fighting with Prussia, it's quite easy. There we go. What are you doing sat there? Strange, strange little man. Why don't you just sit there and... Well, you can take stuff over here. Why are you sat in land that doesn't count? I don't know. Anyway, we'll take what we can. We can force Liège out. Don't think we need anything from them actually. What kind of ducats do they have? Not many. Yeah, we'll get them out for white peace. They should want out. I mean, we wiped their army. All of you. Yeah, go on then. Bohemia. Bohemia, how did you get on with that fight? Looks like Austria aided them a little bit. It's unfortunate. Well, I say it's unfortunate, but They were getting a bit big. What is this? Occupied by Denmark. Liège must have taken it before they died. Oh no, someone has died. National unrest. That'll help. Yep. Done. And what's this? Advancement of Religion Act. National unrest goes up, but missionary strength. I'll take the missionary strength for tolerance of heretics. But not this. Not outright blanket national unrest. No. Okay. Carry on. And Denmark, what do we want from you? You've just been black flagged. But you don't have anywhere to go. Oh, we need to take out. They're not going to give us Gotland. They're not going to give us Gotland. However, we could leave them Gotland as the one province that they have left. If they try coming back. Can they unblack flag themselves in a province that has been already taken by me? I don't know. Let's not find out. Right, what I want. Yeah, still alright with that. No, let's leave them with Gotland. Gotland even. Ah, come on. Denmark isn't really going to exist. Sweden is a non-entity as well. Lübeck has been forced into a peace deal with us. Hamburg, Oldenburg and Bremen. I don't care. That needs 99%. That's a 99% war score. Oh, come on. That's 92. Where we go? Are you going to manage? You do. How is this? How can they unblack flag themselves in land that isn't theirs? Someone has died, and let's grab someone else. Diplo actually. Is one cheaper than the other? Yeah, kind of. Still, Diplo. Right, Liège. Get you out. Money. War reps. False religion. That'll do. Fine. Get out. Now we've got 99 war score. We should be able to get what we want from Denmark. 3, 2, 1. There we go. And this? Yep. I'll be happy with that. Oh, we even get this little island. Nice. The Faroes. Yeah, go on then. A little bit of money. Tiny bit. Okay. Fine. So, cycle another war with Sweden, we can pretty much take the rest of that. And then the next war with Denmark, we just... Actually, have we taken this land here? No, we haven't. Good. I don't think I want it. Nope. Nope, nope, and nope. Oh no. Oh no. That's 15. That's 18. That's 21. Oh, we're still going to be above by a little bit. Who do we release? Who can we release? Finland. Norway, actually. We can release Norway. They can call this stuff for us, and then we can just integrate them later on. Yeah. Yeah, that was a bit of a misplay. However, it can still be dealt with. Not the end of the world. Norway will get 15 provinces. Finland will get 5. They'll follow the Catholic. Why will they follow the Catholic faith? Yep. Go on then. Well, we have... Wait, what? We're suddenly the leader of this thing. We are suddenly the leader. France is on our side. Ottomans are on our side. Russia's on the other side. That's pretty much it. It'd be Poland, Lithuania, Austria, Russia against France, Ottomans, Bohemia and us. No diplomats. Okay. Show superiority. Breaking the truce. Breaking a truce. What truce? 1606. Fine. Anyway, let's brought that down to 41. Norway. We can annex you in 10 years. I mean, it's unfortunate they came out as Catholic, but oh well. With relations. Brunswick, how close are you? Quite far off, actually. Is that because of aggressive expansion? Nope. Mostly revoked march status. Oh well. That'll come down in time. Got some claims on Netherlands. Oh, that's been 30 odd minutes now. I wanted to just to fight to finish that war, and we haven't just finished that war, so I suppose I should leave it here. Carry on. And we'll choose our rival next time. So Prussia does get bigger, and then get smaller, but I just got carried away with taking land. I'd rather the land. No, actually. I don't know. It was a bit of a misplay. I'll admit that. But Norway. Nope. Pioneer spirit. That's where they've got their colonist from. Right. Anyway, we'll keep them around for 10 years, integrate them, Same with Brunswick. We won't turn them into anything else. We won't turn them into a march or anything stupid like that. Well, they were born out of necessity, and had those calls that were coming in had covered the 25% that we were over the 100%, then we wouldn't have done this. But oh well. Onwards and upwards and sideways apparently for Russia. Russia, why aren't you extending out? Is Kazakh cock blocking you? Chagatai and Kazakh have pretty much, they've walled him off. I mean, he can get around them, but it has blocked him. Russia isn't as strong as they're meant to be. And they've not taken quantity ideas. They have taken full defensive though, which means walking into Russia is quite painful. It's going to be quite painful. Religious ideas. Why would you have taken religious ideas? I don't know. Anyway, I'm waffling on right now. Looks like. Yep. Still fighting Poland. When's our truce? 1603. 1 year. Let's get amongst it. In the next episode, probably. Until then, do take care.